Hey everyone, I'm Megan.
And I am Jessie. What's our Bible story today about, Megan?
Well, today we are starting the Old Testament book of Judges, so we are going to learn about the Judges cycle.
What is the Judges cycle?
A cycle is something that keeps happening over and over again. In the Judges cycle, God's people kept sinning over and over again. They would sin by worshiping false gods. Then God would let the Israelites' enemies overtake them. The people would cry out to God to save them. So God would send a judge to rescue his people, but after a while, the people would start worshiping false gods again.
Oh, that's not good.
Nope. The judges could not change the people's hearts to make them love God, but God had a plan. Let me tell you the story. God had led the Israelites out of Egypt. He was with them as Joshua led them into the Promised Land. There, God's people lived in groups called tribes, 12 tribes in all. God made a covenant with his people saying, I will keep my promises, but you must promise never to make an agreement with the people living in this land. They worship false gods. Stay away from them. The Israelites agreed, but that's not what happened. They did not keep their word. After Joshua and the older Israelites died, the children grew up and did not remember God or what he had done for them. Instead, they did what was evil. The Israelites fell into a pattern of sin that went like this. First, they disobeyed God. They worshiped their neighbors' false gods. They forgot about God, and this made God angry. God let an enemy king take over the Israelites. The people had to serve the king, and life was very hard. Then, the Israelites remembered how happy they were when they loved God and obeyed him. They cried out to God, "Save us!" God wanted the people to love and obey him, so he gave them a leader called a judge to rescue them. As long as the judge was alive, the people obeyed God. But when the judge died, the Israelites disobeyed God again. After God's people sinned, the judges helped God's people obey God again. But the judges could not change the people's hearts and make them love God. God had a plan. He sent his son Jesus to change his people's hearts and save them from sin forever.